I just want to take time out to say to all my fans out there, you're in tune to Hot 96. Hot like a soup in a pot. Run the track.
You cannot. It's Jeff and Nick.
Yeah, this is Luciano the Messenger alongside DJ Nick. You know the trick. Run the music.
Did you listen to the Hot Breakfast this morning? Here's what you missed.
It's Luciano, Serve Jah. Very passionate song about serving the one up in the sky.
Yeah, man. Not just the sky, but within I and I, you know?
All right.
Yeah, man.
Within your heart, body, and soul.
Yeah. Because Jah is within and without.
Okay.
Because even when you're without, Jah is there, no doubt.
Wow.
That's some deep words.
Yeah,
sometimes I even say some things, but Johnny.
that threw you off. You surprise yourself.
I miss where did that come from?
Yeah, Rastafari. Legend.
Greetings, and salutations, Jah.
How are you doing?
I'm giving thanks, my brother.
All right. Nice to see you in the country. I was reading earlier on that the president, I think, of Gambia gave you a piece of land to, and you say eventually you're going to settle in Africa. So is it going to be Gambia? Or you'll be in Kenya, or you'll have like several houses?
Actually, it was a house that the President Jammeh gave unto me,
Oh, he gave you a house?
Fully furnished house.
Do you go there regularly?
Well, not since the pandemic, but we need to go there.
All right, so who's there? Is it like an Airbnb or your other brethren from Jamaica on holiday there?
Well, I'm thinking all different avenues where, we could utilize the property, but in the moment, we're just breaking free from the pandemic.
All right.
So give thanks
and praise
for the opportunity for this great chance to be on the road again.
Nice.
Touring and singing what I love to do.
All right. So you're here for the Unite the Youth tour. Tell me more about it, how they came to choose you, and then...
well, apparently there's no doubt that over the years my message has been positive, inspirational, always reminding the youths. Because as I said, just say now as a messenger to teach the youths about roots and culture. Because if you don't have no roots, there's no future for I and I. So we have to just remind the youths to stick to their roots and, try and learn more. And for those who have forgotten about their ancestry, study. And they can't say they don't have any history books or anything like that. All you have to do is go online, type in whatever. And you'll be surprised to see everything is at the fingertip right now. Information age, as you say.
Yes. Do you feel like most of our youth have lost the way forward? Because everyone is, I think, jumping on modernity, but we've got beautiful culture. I feel like maybe Jamaican culture and African culture is almost kind of the same.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of similarities in our culture. But we find that there's a generation gap that the great Bob Marley sing about.
Oh, yeah?
And I think that some of the youngsters may not appreciate the hard work that the ancestors have done to reach where we are today. Some of the younger generation, having fun, basking in this richness of heritage, but they don't realize the price that was paid, the lives of those who have really laid their lives down, in blood and tears to reach where we are today. And so we have to remind them and constantly reminding them, because this day and age, even though the internet is of good help for us,
yes,
but it also can be destructive. So it can build you and it can kill you. So we have to know to draw the line
between getting killed or being built.
Yes, exactly.
So like one of the things that you feel like in culture we need to adopt or get back to, which is like the 2, 3 or 3 things you think?
One of the first thing I want to address is probably our dress code.
Okay.
Because we noticed that the designers, they know what they're doing. Because I remember once they came with a pants with no waist. And then people start wearing the pants, sagging it and almost below their hip.
Dropping, yeah.
Yeah. So they design the clothing to carry the people in a certain direction. Right now, we have a problem, especially even in Jamaica. I see the problem.
Yes.
Women dressing in shorty shorts, and it only shows that there's little or no respect for the woman in society today. So that's one aspect.
Okay.
Another aspect is even how we eat.
Yes.
Because as simple as always, our roots is connected in every aspect of our lives. Our dress code, how we carry ourselves, how we eat, and even how we speak. Because growing up, I knew as youngsters you have respect to your elders.
Yes, sir.
You address them by Mr. or Sir or Uncle or, you know.
And the way you stand and posture yourself
right,
when you're
when you
being
see an
addressed.
elder come in the presence, you show respect. If you're sitting, your duty is to get up and give the seat to the elder, or, you know, if you see a pregnant woman come on the bus, your duty is to make way and make preparation for the elder. But I find this young generation right now, you look in their faces, a different look they're giving you. You know.
And where do you think they pick these bad habits?
I think most of these bad habits could be coming, as I say, the internet, as I say, can kill you and it can bill you. Because a lot of bad habits have been forced on the younger generation. And then if you're not careful, and if you just, most of these youths nowadays, it's the internet growing them up.
No, parents are taking their slacking
Parents
from
just give them, they have the money, just buy a laptop
game,
and buy
laptop.
gears and all kind of gadgets and give them and say, all right, go to your room. Go, you know. And they try to quiet the kids, giving them all these gadgets. But when they go in the room, they don't kind of monitor what these youths tuning into and what they're watching. Because even I went to some place and I saw this youngster watching I think it's the Angry Bird. You know the Angry Bird game.
The game Angry Bird, yes.
It made the kids them hungry, you know, for
They want to mash up the place when
mash
they're
up the
done.
place when they're done, man. They will lick up everything and make some terrible sounds. If you try to talk to them, they make the sound like the Angry Bird. As a parent, you will forever be a parent. No matter how your kids grow big and turn big man, growing beard and all them things there. You always will have to be their parent.
Yes, you have to be strict and guide them.
And not even just strict, but guide them. Because when they come of age, you can't even too command to them too tough, like you want to reprimand them too much. You more like want to guide them and say, son, I see you going to that place. And that's not a place for you to be frequenting, you know.
Yeah.
And give them advice. I see you dress certain way from the other day and your pants getting too tight. What happened to your pants? I don't see you wearing
It's
no
a
belt.
style and fashion.
I don't see no belt. So these are the things you have to guide them.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how they become big man or when you're on your dying bed, you have to call them and say, son, I depart now, but when I go, please make me proud still, even in my grave.
Put on a belt and make your pants
Yes,
a bit
man,
more
please,
buggy.
promise me. Nothing too short, nothing too tight.
But that's more for the daughters.
No, that goes for these guys nowadays buying off even girls' clothes now these days in the store. You don't know what's going on, DJ Nick. You know what's going on.
The clothes are getting smaller and tighter, and
The women complaining that they can't get their gears because men buying out their gears.
we're buying all the skinny jeans.
Exactly.
You know, I'm wearing skinny jeans now.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about food. You said we are losing the plan when it comes to eating healthy.
Eating healthy. If we remember how our parents used to eat.
Yeah.
My mother lived until she was 94 years old.
What's the secret?
And her secret, she was always eating her vegetables and making sure she eat things from the earth, like natural stuff.
Like
'Cause
carrots
the
and
body,
cabbages.
yes, man, legumes and beans and then all the green vegetables, because the body needs chlorophyll. And then for the lymphatic system, you need bitters. Because there's another thing, because these youngsters, and if you notice, the corporate society,
Yes.
they will force on you nice things. The drinks is nice, so the kids will want to drink these nice things and eat these nice stuff. But they don't tell you that certain things like your lymphatic system needs bitters. It needs the bitters to operate. In other words, the digestive system supplies the body with nutrients. That, you know.
Yes, I know.
But the lymphatic system cleans your body. Get out all the excretion and all them things and the toxins. But if you don't have proper bitters in your body, it can't work. So these are some of the things that we need to adapt from our ancient ancestry. The ancestors, if you notice, even tea. Some of these youngsters nowadays don't even want to drink tea.
What do they take instead? Just like fizzy drinks?
Some want to drink, some reach at a stage where them drinking all beer. Some man say they want to drink a beer for them tea.
They take beer for breakfast.
Come on, man.
We can't allow you to use the direction.
You understand? So we have to guide them, man. Say, look, man, I say, yo, come here, fire. Early morning, I drink beer. Man say, messenger saw him start my day still. So me I say, you sure? So what about tea? Man say, boy, you know, me not drink tea, fire. And you know what? In another, because me have a conversation, and me have a reason about it, it almost become a heated conversation. Can I try to tell me out? We never come see our grandparents I live, so. And if you continue like this, you got dead, sir. They don't know, say. Not a month no pass, the man took down sick and okay.
That last one I know understand, but
the man took ill.
The man took
a month after.
You
hear him gone to hospital, gone check out him structure.
All right.
Because his body start deteriorate.
And he pass on.
He dead.
Dead no. Tell me about ganja. I hear you push the agenda of lighting it up because Bob Marley used to say these songs that it has all the nutrients that the body needs.
But in all things, I think we need moderation in all things.
Okay.
And even with the cannabis, it is advised to use knowledge and wisdom in all things, because a man will get up go burn all chalice on an empty stomach. That no good.
So you have to eat well before you light it up.
Exactly. Put on a cup of tea. Put on a pot of tea before you start light up your chalice and all them things. and you have some man don't take time out to get the right strain, so them eat all kind of bush, mash up them brain. And some using all kind of chemical. These days they're making all kind of chemical now, you know, my brother. They're making fake herbs now, fake cannabis, fake synthetic weed and all these things they're making in the lab. And have some bright bulbs in some little,
little
rooms. So when anytime you smoke that, you put in the same kind of frame of mind, like in one little box. Yeah. So we have to be also
very careful
and be moderate in how we use it. And not every one of us can use the cannabis too, you know. There are some people's structure just cannot manage it. Because when them take all of one whiff, them start hallucinate and start see all things. Them
see birds in the sky.
God, them out kill bitch, them out come there.
And walking on the cotton wool in the sky.
And say, hold me. You know?
We've got a presidential candidate. I don't know, you've been here for maybe 24 hours. Who's saying that when he becomes president, he'll make sure that we legalize it and export it.
No, honestly, I'll leave my hat to. Before I'm going further, let me just say enough respect to the president, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes.
Enough respect. And he achieved some award.
Oh, yes, in Stockholm.
Yes, man. I have to give him my regards, please.
Thank you very much.
And I must say, honestly, when I even studied the history to know that President Jomo Kenyatta, the first president of Kenya,
yes,
he made it possible that we could come, that Jamaicans can come to Kenya and not have to worry about visa and all these things. So, me lift my hat again.
He raised your hat.
He raised my hat.
For Jomo Kenyatta.
Yeah, man, and the family and the descendants of the Kenyatta family, because it's great to see history again repeating itself, that another great president rise up. And, you know, when I left Kenya the last time, when were we? 5 years ago? Before the pandemic.
Yes.
And when I come back and I see how the place built up and the infrastructure and all this, the expressway, I say, man, this is some great things going on, man. Stadium building up and all these things. I have to really give my regards, my brother.
All right.
And this goes right back. If the candidate can really, if they can legalize the cannabis, it will be a great achievement also.
You want it legalized?
Yeah, but I mean, other parts of the world doing it. So for us to be fighting it, it don't make no sense. If you go to Amsterdam right now, you can walk in any one of those cafes and get whatever strain from, you name it, Sensimilia, right back to.
Which one do you prefer?
Well, I love the Sensimilia because it goes right back to the roots again.
All right.
And from the ancient Rastaman up in the hills of Jamaica, the Sensimilia is more connected to the spirit, not these modern day stuff them man building in one room. settings. With them
You have to
bright
watch it to grow for it to become something sensible.
And if you ever leave the light too on too long and you don't get enough moisture, it come out a different thing. So we just have to be knowledgeable in our approach to the thing. But we also lobby for the legalization globally, not just in Kenya here, but also in the UK and other parts of the world. Canada has legalized it. Jamaica has done so also. And if little Jamaica can do it, I believe that Kenya can also do it.
All right. So you want to empower the youth positively, talk to them about, getting back on track,
Yes,
music as well, and respecting leadership.
And we also want to encourage the adults and people who are, still holding their posts in the country, in our society today, and who have the position and the power to make changes, positive changes for the younger generation. Be steadfast in your endeavor to ensure that the young generation is guided in the right pathway, because we can't, if anyone will give up hope or just let go, then everything is gone down to them.
Down the drain.
Drain, man. We can't afford for that. So let us continue with the spirit of noble endurance. Continue to hold steadfast to what we believe in.
All right.
And be a light and an inspiration to the generation.
Kendra mentioned the song you did with Capleton called Hail King Selassie.
Yes, man. Big song.
It's a big song,
and
big tune.
And that song come out of we had about 3 hours of debate. Capleton and I had one piece of reasoning before that song came into being.
What were you reasoning
and
about?
The topic was that we were talking about the whole aspect of accepting the Bible. Because there are some young bubbers who don't accept the Bible, and some of them might want to burn the Bible. And I said to them, there's no way you can burn the Bible. I said, Capleton, you have to tell the young generation, especially the bubbers, don't burn the Bible, because at one time Capleton had hailed himself as King David, as the return of King David. So yes. I say, if you burn the Bible, that means you burn out King David. And you burn your own house, because your house is David house. Them time they Capleton used to call his house David house. So the reasoning was like that. And I think there was one of the bubbers said, well, I don't burn church and state and all that. So I say, but remember now the Bible speaks of His Majesty, because when you read the Bible, and I count for myself, about 62 times I count Ethiopia in the Bible.
Yes.
So there must be something special about this book. You understand? We agree that the whole authorization of the interpretation may have caused something to be exempted, and they have probably somehow, molested the truth. But the Bible, as His Majesty said, the word remains one and the same. Emperor Haile Selassie, the 225th Emperor of Ethiopia, him say it transcends all boundaries of empire. That means no matter what man tamper with these powers, the truth is there. And he said there's no hope for mankind if we don't accept it. He said He Himself glorifying the Bible. And that speak volume to me, because when you read about the Bible, it tells you of His Majesty and the one who cometh with the name written up on his vesture, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of God, earth's rightful ruler. And the history is there. Even Times Magazine speak about this. When 72 nations came to experience the whole coronation of His Majesty. So they cannot deny it.
I can tell you're a very spiritual person, huh?
You got to be.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Luciano, for coming in studio. We'll be wrapping it up, but a quick reminder that at the Ngong Racecourse from 12 noon, we've got Luciano live on stage. At about what time will you be performing? Because I know reggae concerts, Jamaican hasn't give value for money. You can even sing the whole day if possible.
Yes,
How many hours are you going to give us?
Well, let me talk to my manager about this.
But minimum 3 hours?
About 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Most respect to you.
I might have to do some dubbing and dancing, so extra dancing,
For another 30 minutes?
Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
All right.
But I'm very happy and very elated just to be here in the motherland. I'm back with my people. I know that Kenyans love me.
We totally do.
And it's a great honor to see you pushing the music, and you didn't hesitate to find certain songs that we put you in a test and you pass the test, that means you're on point. So enough respect.
Enough respect.
I just want to take time out to say to all my fans out there, you're in tune to Hot 96. Hot like a soup in a pot. Run the check.
You cannot. It's Jeff and Nick.
Yeah, this is Luciano the Messenger alongside DJ Nick. You know the trick. Run the music.
And to wrap it up for us this hour, it's Knocking on Heaven's Door. Big shout out to you, Luciano. Thank you so much for coming through. It's Jeff and Nick.
Yeah, this is Luciano the Messenger alongside DJ Nick. You know the trick. Run the music.